Hey guys, welcome to the latest edition of the Muir Reflection. John from the John Muir Show here, and yesterday we got word from Michigan's Democrat Governor Gretchen Whitmer that she was going to be making changes to her state's stay-at-home order, which of course has been in effect for several weeks now, for months now. So right away, you had the mainstream media propagandists of Gretchen Whitmer coming out and acting like, oh, see, this is great. Look at the great thing that Gretchen's doing. She's reopening the state of Michigan. But that was only true to a certain extent. See, they're making it seem like Whitmer's allowing the entire state of Michigan to reopen, but that is not true. No, rather, in reality, Gretchen Whitmer is saying that, yes, some businesses in the state of Michigan can reopen starting next week. But there are still various industries where she's saying those businesses are not allowed to reopen, and they will not be allowed to reopen for at least several more weeks. So they're trying to go and praise Gretchen, say, yeah, she's not an authoritarian. See, she's doing great stuff. She's opening stuff up. Yeah, but in reality, Gretchen Whitmer, she is refusing to fully give up her authoritarian power grab that she went on a couple of months ago. See, for these politicians, for the Gretchen Whitmers and the Tony Evers and these various other governors, Democrat and Republican alike, in various states throughout the United States that have implemented these stay-at-home orders or these safer-at-home orders, these unconstitutional orders in recent months, for them, it was never about doing what was best for their constituents, for their states. It was never about saving lives. For them, it was always about what was politically expedient for themselves. And in the case of people like Gretchen Whitmer in Michigan and Tony Evers in Wisconsin, for them, they handed down these unconstitutional orders. They kept needlessly these unconstitutional orders in place week after week after week after week, simply because they're tyrants. They're tyrants, and they saw the current pandemic as an opportunity to go acting out their tyrannical fantasies, to go on this authoritarian power grab that they clearly had been plotting to go on at some point, seeing this as the opportunity to do so. So for people like Gretchen Whitmer, no, she's still not doing right by her state. She failed her state when she put that unconstitutional order in place in the first place, just as Tony Evers did here in Wisconsin. And now Whitmer, she continues to fail the state as she's not allowing all of the businesses in the state to be reopened, for the constitutional rights of all Michigan residents to be restored. And make no mistake about it, if we didn't have a legitimate ruling from the constitutionalist majority on the Wisconsin Supreme Court, it'd be a similar case here in Wisconsin, because Tony Evers was not willing to give up his authoritarian power trip voluntarily either. It took legitimate court action for that power trip to mercifully come to an end. So don't go glorifying Evers here in Wisconsin. He'd be doing the same thing as Whitmer, or at least something very similar to what Whitmer's doing, had the court not rightfully stepped in. So in Michigan, no, don't go praising Gretchen Whitmer. Demand that the constitutional rights of the remaining Michigan residents are restored, that all businesses are allowed to open, that people are allowed to go enjoying all of their constitutional rights as law-abiding U.S. citizens, and make sure that people like Gretchen Whitmer, people like Tony Evers, all of these governors who have implemented these unconstitutional orders, whether they're Democrat or Republican, recall every last one of them before they can do something like this again to so greatly infringe upon the law-abiding population's constitutional rights and to go ruining their state's economy, as we have sadly seen in the past few months. Don't give them an opportunity to do it again. Recall these governors like Evers and Whitmer. It's all the time that we have for today. The John Muir Show, each and every weekday, 8:40 a.m. on WTAQ, 9 a.m. WSAU and WHBL. Till next time, I'm out.